So dear students, again I welcome you to the class of chemistry, my dear students, and let us study about the resonance in detail. We want to study about the resonance. Though we have discussed, let us revise, my dear students, that the uh, what is actually, do you remember what is canonical forms? Canonical forms. Those structures which are used to explain the various property, the various the various properties of compounds. They are hypothetical, means not really existing. So they are known as hypothetical and always more than one, always more than one in number are called, they may be called as resonance structures, or they may be called as or canonical structures. So when we write these canonical structures, there are some rules that we need to follow. What are the rules that we need to follow? Rules to follow while writing the canonical forms or canonical structures. The first rule, my dear students, that we have is, what is the first rule? Let me write it for you. That the position of atoms, position of atoms in all resonance structure must be same. So when you write the resonance structure, please remember, my dear students, that the position of the resonance structure has to remain the same. Please make sure that you do not change the position of the various atoms in the different resonance structures. Then, my dear students, second rule that we need to keep in our mind is the total number of electrons, the total number of electrons used for bonding or present as lone pair must remain the same. Now let me explain this to you with some example. Now suppose if we write the resonance structures of nitrogen dioxide. So you can see that we have this way one nitrogen that has got 5 electron in its valence shell, and 2 oxygen. Each oxygen has got 6 electron in the valence shell, total 12 electrons in the valence shell, my dear students. So total 12 electrons. So the total number of electrons in NO2 is equal to 17 electrons. Now my dear students, you can see that there are 3 bonds. You can see here that we have 3 different bonds. So we can write the number of electrons which are utilized. One, two, and three. 1, 2, and 3. Total 3 bonds. That means 3 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 6 electrons are being utilized. Now total 17 electrons were there. These 6 electrons are being utilized. So we will have to show 11 electrons again. So these 11 electrons we will have to show while writing the resonance structure. Let me show it to you, my dear students, how we'll show these electrons. Let us see. You can see that 1, 2, 3 and 4 electron on this carbon. This carbon will have 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus 4, that become 10, and 1 electron we show on the nitrogen. This is how we can draw the resonance structures. Now if we draw the another resonance structure, my dear students, in this particular resonance structures, we'll have to keep the position of the atoms same. So we will take both the electrons bonded to the nitrogen. Now in this resonance structures, instead of showing the double bond between oxygen 1 and nitrogen, we will show the double bond between oxygen 2 and nitrogen. So here we'll put the double bond, and then again we'll have to show, so thus 6 electrons are being used. Now we'll have to show the other electrons. So 6 electron in the oxygen which is not doubly bonded, 1 electron on nitrogen, and 4 electron on oxygen with doubly bonded. This is how we will have to show, and this is how we can write the resonance structures. So please understand, my dear students, that this is the way to write the resonance structure. I hope you understand, but please remember that the total number of electrons must remain same. Now, my dear students, we are going to study the next rule. Please, my dear students, understand this, that we are going to discuss the next one for you, my dear students. So let me show you the next one, my dear students. Okay, just wanted to make it sure that I have saved it so that I can send you. Now, my dear student, let me show you the third rule. Sometimes we can show the charges. So if I show you the, suppose I have CS3, COO minus. I want to show the resonance present into it. So I'll show it this way. You can see that this is CS3, then I have C, then I have double bond O and O minus. The another resonance structures I'm going to draw it. CH3, then C, then O, and then double bond O and minus. So this is how, my dear students, we can show the resonance structures. Let me do it properly. And I will show the negative charge this way. And please remember that it is better to show the lone pair of electrons. You can see that wherever we have the negative charge, there we put 2 electron extra so that we can understand it well. So this is how, my dear student, we can draw the various resonance structures and we can understand it well. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me, dear students. Do you have any doubt? कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे बच्चों?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, my dear students. Now you can see that we have two different resonance structures, and the actual structure is the hybrid of these two structures, and that is how we represent it. You can see that this is how we represent it. So here we have shown the double bond with dots, because it is not exactly the double bond and not exactly the single bond. But please remember that these two bond length are going to be the same bond length. And please remember the same it happens that in benzene even, that we have 6 carbon bonded in benzene. All these 6 C single bond C bond length is same, all the bond length is same in benzene. All C single bond C bond length or C bond length is same, or are same, I should write, are same. So this is how, my dear students, we can say that when we have the resonance structures, we show these bonds moving. So how do we show these bonds? You can see that this 2 electron of this bond goes on oxygen, and here oxygen has got 6 electrons, and these 2 electron from oxygen, they come to yes, of course, these 2 electron from electron, they come and make the bond so that we can get this structure. Same way, my dear students, this pi electron, again, when they go to the oxygen, here you get the resonance structure 1 from 2, and from 2, these 2 electron from oxygen, when they come to make the double bond, you can get. So this is how the canonical structure 1 and canonical structures 2, they seems to be changing into each other, but that is the way we should not remember it. They are canonical structures and they are hypothetical in nature. So this is how, my dear students, we understand about the resonance. Now we have seen that the various resonance structures, my dear students, show the various contribution to the hybrid structure. So this kind of structure, we call it as a hybrid structure, dear students. So this is what it is known as the hybrid structure for us. Let us see what kind of resonance structures will bring or will contribute more to the hybrid structures. So suppose if we are asked the question, suppose we have a question like this, that if we have a question, what kind of canonical structure or resonance structure contribute more to the resonance hybrid? Let us answer this question, my dear students, and understand it well. So when we write the answer, the first rule that we can write is that the resonance structure, the resonance structure that has the resonance structure that has more number of covalent bonds, more number of covalent bonds contribute more to the resonance hybrid. Then, my dear students, we have second rule. We have studied that in resonance hybrid, you sometimes show charges, you sometimes do not show charges. So the resonance structure without any charge distribution on atoms can contribute can contribute more as compared to resonance structure that has that has positive or negative charge on any atom. So please remember, this is the second rule. My dear students, we can show the resonance structures without any charges showing on any of the atom, and we can even show the resonance with some of the charges present on the atoms. But the resonance structures where we do not have shown any kind of charges, that particular resonance structure is more contributing to the resonance hybrid as compared to the resonance structures in which, my dear students, we have the charges shown on the various atoms. So I hope, my dear students, you have understood it. Do you have any doubt? You can ask, or we can move to the next rule, my dear students. Do you have anything to ask? Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubts? You can ask me if you could not understand anything. बच्चों अगर कुछ समझ में
No
नहीं आया
doubt,
तो
sir.
पूछ सकते हैं.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the third rule, my dear students. Let me explain you the third rule. Now, comparing all the resonance structures with charge on atom or atoms more than one, the resonance structure with negative charge on more electronegative atom and positive charge on less electronegative atom will contribute more to the resonance hybrid. So this is the third rule, my dear students. Suppose we are given carbon and we are given nitrogen. So we know that nitrogen is more electronegative than carbon. then in the resonance hybrid, the nitrogen should get negative charge and carbon should get positive charge. If we are given carbon and oxygen, if we are having carbon and oxygen in the resonance structures, that, my dear students, oxygen should get negative charge and carbon should get positive charge. So it is very important that, my dear students, the more electronegative atom should get, this is more electronegative. So the more electronegative atom should get negative charge, and the less electronegative should get positive charge. So that kind of resonance structure is going to be more stable resonance structures, my dear students. So that is how, my dear student, we can easily understand about the resonance structures. So let us now, my dear students, let us understand the same thing with a few of the examples. So let us study the various examples and understand this point. बच्चों, आपको समझ में नहीं आया कुछ तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. See, if we have this compound, let me give you a question. We have a compound CH2 double bond CH CHO. This is the compound that we have. Now in this compound, my dear students, we have various resonance structures that I'm going to draw for you. Please pay attention. CH2 double bond CH, bond C, double bond O, then H. This is the one resonance structures. Then, my dear students, the another resonance structure is, we have CH2 plus, then we have CH, then we have double bond CO, there is negative charge on oxygen, and H. And then, my dear students, we may have the third resonance structures where we have CH2 minus, then we have CH, then again we have double bond C, then O. O has got positive charge, and H. Now let me show the various lone pair of electron, my dear student, that here on this oxygen we may have two lone pair of electron. Here in this case, oxygen has got negative charge, so it will definitely get 6, and this oxygen with the positive charge will have again the four electrons, but this is what it is going to get, 2 electrons. So please understand, my dear students, what happens here, that if this double bond moves in this direction, so we will get the resonance structure number 2. And if this double bond electron goes to CH2, my dear students, we are going to get this third one. Same way, my dear students, if you look into this, that if this electron they go to the oxygen, you will get the resonance structure number 2, and you get the single bond here. But if the electron of this oxygen, my dear students, so this double bond electron goes to the CH2, but if this electron come and make double bond here, you can see here the double bond in the resonance structure 3, we are going to get the resonance structure number 3. So this, how from resonance structure number 1 we get resonance structure number 2, that is shown with the purple or reddish pen, and the green color shows how we can get the resonance structure number 3. Now we need to find out that which one is going to be the best contributor, or we need to write the order or decreasing order of contribution. Let us write the decreasing order of contribution to the resonance hybrid. So can you answer me, my dear students, which one is going to be the most contributing? We have just studied the rules. So my dear students, if you look into the structure number 1, you will find that in the structure number 1, my dear students, there is no charge distribution. None of the atom has got positive charge or negative charge, and that is why the resonance structure number 1 is the most contributing structure. Then my dear students, if you compare the structure number 2 and structure number 3, here you can see that this carbon has got positive charge and oxygen has got negative charge in structure number 2. But if you look into the structure number 3, carbon has got negative charge and oxygen has got positive charge. Now we are well aware that oxygen is more electronegative, and that is why oxygen should get negative charge and carbon should get positive charge. Thus, when we compare the structure number 2 and structure number 3, we realize that the contribution of structure number 2 will be more and the contribution of structure number 3 will be less. So we can write the decreasing order of contribution as 1 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 3, my dear students. So this is how we can write the order. बच्चों अगर इसमें आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Dear students, I'm expecting.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, then let me save this, my dear students, and let us discuss one more question so that we can understand it better. I have a compound, my dear students. The name of this compound is CH3 C double bond O CH3. This particular compound has the various resonance structures. Among them, I am going to show you some of the resonance structures. Let me write one for you, CH3, then we have C, then we have O with the negative charge. Then again, my dear students, we have O, and then we have CH3. The another structure, my dear student, is CH3, then we have C, again we have O, which is having the negative charge. Then my dear students, here we have the double bond O, then we have CH3, and then this oxygen has got positive charge. Let me show the various lone pairs present. The oxygen with a negative charge has got 6. There is a positive charge on this carbon which I have forgotten to show. So here it has got 6 electrons as a lone pair. Here also the oxygen has 6 electrons as a lone pair. This oxygen were having 4 electrons. These 2 electrons are being used to make this double bond, and there's only 2 electrons are left with this oxygen in this. Now if we call this 2 structure as a structure number 1 and structure number 2, can you please tell me which structure is going to be a better contributor than the another one? Can you tell me please, my dear students? Out of this 1 and 2, which one is going to be a better contributor? बच्चों,
I think 2.
who will contribute more?
One, 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 one.
One.
One con.
Why? What is
Yes,
the
sir.
reason? You are right. Give me the reason.
Because it has more electrons.
Which one has more electrons?
First one.
First one. Some other people also answered, my dear students. Can you give the better answer? Your answer is not wrong, my dear students. You are absolutely correct. I'm expecting a better answer. Any one of you, please? Okay. See, if you compare the structure number 1 and 2, my dear students, then structure 1 is going to be a better, sorry, structure number 2 is going to be a better contributor than structure number 1, because in structure number 2, my dear students, in structure 2, look at the charge distribution. Here, this oxygen has got some extra charge, means oxygen has got positive charge, but here carbon has got positive charge. So this is what it makes it lesser contributor. So in structure number 2, oxygen has got positive charge, and that is why this, but in structure number 1, carbon has got positive charge. So you can see that as carbon is present, my dear students, it should not be, the positive charge should not be going on the oxygen, which is more electronegative than the carbon, and that is why when we compare 1 and 2, we will realize that structure number 2 is going to be a, a less contributor, sorry. Structure number 1 is a better contributor. Structure number 1 is better contributor, and structure number 2 is less contributor. This is how we can understand. But here there is one more thing that we can see, that if we draw the structure this way, my dear student, without any charges, we can even have this structure. You can see this. So it is not needed that there must be some charges available on this. So if you look into this, and if we call this as a structure number 3, my dear student, if we call this structure as a structure number 3, then this is going to be the best contributor. So we can even say here in this case, my dear students, that structure number 2 or structure 1 and 2 are not going to be, the structure number 1 and structure number 2 are not going to be major contributors to the real structure, going to be the major contributors to the real structure or resonance hybrid. So this is the way, my dear students, we can understand the contributing structures which are canonical structures. I hope, my dear students, you have understood it well. Now if you have any doubt, you can ask. बच्चों अगर कुछ पूछना है तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं, और अगर सब कुछ समझ में आ गया है तो बता दीजिए कि सर अंडरस्टूड एवरीथिंग.
Understood everything.
What about the other students? Dear students, please answer. Have you understood everything?
Understood everything.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If you
sir.
have any doubt, you can ask. बच्चों,
No doubt.
सब कुछ समझ में आ गया है आपको? Please reply. I am waiting for your answers. Dear students,
No doubt, sir.
Okay then, my dear students, देखिए बच्चों, अगर कोई डाउट है तो आप लोग बिना झिझक पूछ सकते हैं। प्लीज घबराइए मत। महेंद्र, तुषार, तीर्थेश, वैदेही, मोहित, हर्षिल, वीरेंद्र, आदित्य, आप सब लोग कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे हैं बच्चों। तीर्थेश बेटा समझ में आ गया? वैदेही, देखिए
Yes,
दीज आर
sir,
द
I get.
इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, और मैं चाह रहा था कि आपको ये सब चीजें अच्छे से समझ में आए, इसलिए मैं इतना धीरे धीरे पढ़ा रहा हूं। ठीक है ना बच्चों? तो चलिए, अगर समझ में आ गया है तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया ईश्वर का कि आप सब लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है, और अगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो आप लोग बिना झिझक पूछ सकते हैं। हर्षिल बेटा, जे लोग एब्सेंट है एमना नाम तुमने मोकली आपजी એટલી રિક્વેસ્ટ છે, તો ચાલો